Ravens in Washington Saturday. Final tune-up for a Baltimore team very much in the mix in the AFC. First possession of the game for Lamar Jackson and that offense. It's a team that led the NFL in rushing a season ago. Their bread and butter looking good early. J.K. Dobbins, the 10-yard gain. Later in the drive from the Washington 18, Jackson. Pocket collapses. He's going to be inhaled by David Bada. Born in Munich, he played 2 years in the GFL, the German Football League. Big-time sack as he tries to make the team. Next play, Jackson, Dobbins. It's going to be a 2-yard gain, but it is way more than that. He immediately grabs at that left knee. You could tell right away something was up. Trainers got out on the field as soon as they could. John Harbaugh said post-game they'll do tests on that knee Sunday to determine the severity of the injury, but anytime it's a knee and it looks like that, there is major concern. Next play, Jackson sacked again. His night would be over after that. Dobbins needed to be carted to the locker room from the sideline, of course did not return. The Ravens win their 20th consecutive preseason game, 37-3, but so much concern about J.K. Dobbins, who led all running backs last season with 6 yards per rush. He did it as a rookie. It's the second highest mark by a rookie running back over the last 20 seasons, trailing only Alvin Kamara in 2017.
All right, let's check in on the reigning Super Bowl champs, Tom Brady. Some of the starters getting some action before the season begins for real. Taking on the Texans, opening drive, 2nd and 18. Brady looking for Antonio Brown, but throws it out of bounds for his first pass of the game. 0 for 2 on the opening drive. The Bucs going 3. Now, next Bucs possession, 1st and 10, Bucs at 9. Brady able to connect with Brown this time for 8 yards. It's better. Next play. It's Mike Evans. Quick curl. It's going to get them 9 yards. They continue to roll. Brady. Why not Evans again? Sideline. 11-yard gain right there. Evans, 2 receptions, 20 yards. Brady finding his groove. Then it's Chris Godwin on the next play. Why don't you join in the action? 28 yards. Brady on this drive, 4 for 4, 56 yards. 2 plays later, checks down. He's got Brown again. 8-yard gain. This receiving core is ridiculous. Next play after that, it's Brady hitting a streaking Godwin. He's going to bang his way into the end zone. Brady bouncing back on that second drive. How about going 7 for 7, 91 yards, touchdown on that one. Brady back on the field for another drive. 1st and 10 from the Bucs 7. Same score. Brady hitting Godwin across the middle. And he's going to get a big gain here. 36 yards. He had 3 receptions for 84 yards and a touchdown in the game. Later in the drive, Brady delivering to Brown. Tight coverage there. 16-yard gain. Brown, 4 receptions, 42 yards on the day. Still same drive. 1st and 10. Ronald Jones taking the handoff. He wants some action. Brady, 11 of 14, 154 yards and a touchdown on the day. 23-16 is the final.
RC, Ryan Clark joins us here on SportsCenter. We're going to talk Brady in a moment. Yeah. First, the injury to J.K. Dobbins. Such a huge piece of that offense there. We don't know yet, but if their worst fears are realized, how does that impact that Ravens team?
This is huge. This is supposed to be the year that J.K. Dobbins ascends to being the true #1 running back. And you talked about the 6 yards per carry last year. He only had 800 yards because he didn't have a yeoman's amount of the carries. That was going to change this year, and Gus Edwards was going to be the finisher. Obviously, you add that with Lamar Jackson, and you have the top rushing attack in the NFL. And so now it's about going out and getting another veteran runner, another change of pace guy to add with Gus Edwards. And I think this puts a lot more pressure on Lamar Jackson. You want Lamar Jackson to be able to focus on passing the football, but I believe now he has to become a large part of the explosive runs that the Baltimore Ravens can create now that you don't have J.K. Dobbins.
Again, if the injury
if it is what
as bad, which we certainly hope is not the case. And then, Ryan, there was Tom Brady for the Buccaneers, who looked like a set of Ron Popeil steak knives, carving up that defense there, that first drive notwithstanding. You're watching this again for the 22nd year, and you, Ryan Clark, are thinking what?
Man, I should have played quarterback and ate avocado ice cream. I mean, like, really, if you look at Tom Brady right now, what's to say that he can't play 5 more years at this level? Or if we're starting to draft quarterbacks, you may say Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, but then Tom Brady's name begins to be spoken, and he's 44 years old. You talk about this second drive. This was a no-huddle drive, which I think is important to note because Tom Brady was the guy calling the plays, looking at the defense, making sure the Tampa Bay Buccaneers got to the correct spots. And also think about this, Kev. You have 3 number 1 wide receivers because you have Antonio Brown, you have Evans, you have Godwin. You also have 3 starting level running backs, Rojo, Leonard Fournette, Giovanni Bernard. And now you have a line that can protect this guy. Tom Brady is going to play as long as he wants. And so when we are more gray-haired in 5 years and we're still talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers possibly winning the Super Bowl with the same number 12 at quarterback, do not be surprised. They were on one tonight, and it's going to be tough to beat this team.
Avocado ice cream and a lot of electrolytes, right?
A lot of electrolytes,
Whatever
bro.
he's doing, it's working there in year 22. Ryan Clark hanging with us here on SportsCenter. Thanks,
Thank
Ryan.
you.
All right, a statement at the Rose Bowl coming up, how the Bruins open up the season with a best under Chip Kelly. And the Yankee streak, it is over. We'll show you how it ended and how it shook up the postseason picture in the AL. That's next.